Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a stock that is about to go insane very soon and why y'all should keep it on your watch list. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions like we always do here on this channel. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these videos, alright? So let's begin right off the bat. We got the SPY did pretty much. It over exaggerated what I told y'all last night. It did. As y'all can see with the drawings on the chart. Let me change this thing to the one. Yeah. So we got the bearish pennant on here, and it's been behaving quite well. And then this is the over exaggeration that I'm talking about. Right here, it bounced, but it didn't stop at 430. It actually went all the way up to 435, and then it dropped like that. All right, right here. Okay, now is this thing done yet? Is this the point where buyers start stepping in? Honestly, I think looking at it from the daily time frame and looking at a lot of stocks in the market, I'm not quite convinced yet. I'm not convinced that this is where we start turning around and start going towards like 44.50. I'm not yet convinced. I think that we may open lower tomorrow. Like lower below like 430 before it continues down below 425, and then we bounce. I think that's what we may see very soon. It's too soon for me to be bullish on this market. Not with the way it's looking, like it almost breached below this level today, and I think it's just dragging its feet there. So that's my honest thoughts on the overall market. All right, now the stock that is about to go insane tomorrow that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. That stock is TSM. All right. Now the reason why I want to share TSM with y'all is because of this. First and foremost, we have to zoom out. We gotta look at let's look at the weekly. All right. It had its massive run. All right, and then over here we got this very this nasty sell-off. All right, we have a nasty sell-off, and then we got some consolidation. The previous 3 weeks are filled with shorts. We got some sellers over here, we got some sellers over here, and then we got more sellers over here from last week. All right, and then today what happened was that it decided to just fill its gap I think it was in the morning, when the SPY decided to pretty much overextend that upward move that I described like earlier. So it went up, it filled it, and then it immediately went back down and got rejected. I think that this week will be bearish for this stock. I think that it moves a little bit lower. Actually, I think it moves lower for sure. Let me change this thing to the 4-hour. That way y'all can see. Now we got that, and somebody could argue that it's just a continuation of a downtrend with that head and shoulders in the chart, which is true. It's actually there. I was about to show y'all something else, but now that I see it, I don't really have to show y'all anything else. Yeah, the neckline broke down on Friday, and it's just usually what happens is that we have a drop, we have this thing, and then we have a continuation down. Usually. All right, so definitely keep that one in your watch list for this week. All right, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The first one that we're going to cover in today's video, we're going to look at BYND, Beyond Meat. And Beyond got demolished. Beyond got crushed along with a lot of stocks in the market. The reason is kind of obvious. The reason is right here. We got that. And we got this. And then we got the breakdown on Thursday along with a lot of stocks, right? And then we got the continuation all the way down. It's not quite at 47 yet. It's not there yet. Let me see if let me see this thing. Let me see. And somebody could argue that we may have bottomed, but when I zoom in, we didn't even get there. We kind of like, it's off by $1. I think tomorrow is the point where it drops to 47. I think it's going to drop there tomorrow, maybe Thursday. All right, I can't be bullish on it with it looking like that. I think shorts are still in control of the stock, and I think that the sell-off is still continuing on. All right, now that's my honest thoughts on BYND. The next one that we have to address in today's video is PayPal. All right, now PayPal is still downtrending. It's still causing a lot of pain. It dropped down to exactly $100 pre-markets, and the trend is still bearish. Today it showed a day trading opportunity, which is right here. Someone in the Discord was able to make some money on this thing, right? Day trading opportunity, and then after that, there was an immediate sell-off. This is not good, especially for people who are still holding like calls or contracts. And if I was to like adjust this thing, it will still look even scary. Like if I was to just adjust it and make this pennant look even longer, it will still look terrible. Like it will still look awful. So in regards to the stock, I think that it's going to continue to piss a lot of people off. I think that it's gonna slowly fade. Well, I think last week I told y'all that we could get into the 90s, and that may happen. That may happen this week even. So that's my honest thoughts on the stock. It's not changing. Now the next one that someone asked me to discuss in today's video is an EV company, Lucid. All right, now with Lucid is currently in a chop fest. Currently, somebody may argue that there is a bearish rectangle on here. Somebody may argue that. All right, somebody may. There is this little flaw right here. All right, but it's still there, and it's still bearish. It's like the trend is still bearish on this one. It has earnings. It may just downtrend all the way until earnings, and then earnings might save it. Like after a stock have been beaten down like this for so long, it's very dangerous to be short or to hold puts through earnings. I've shown y'all previous examples of that with, I think it was DoorDash. I think it was DoorDash that I showed y'all the example of it, the stock being very oversold, and then earnings causes it to spike and destroy all the short sellers. So be very, very cautious. Do not hold through earnings. Those earnings, I think it's next week on the 28th, right here, after hours. So we'll see. But for now, it's just gonna be a slow drag. I think it's just going to be a slow fade into that. All right. Now the last stock that we're going to talk about in today's video, that one is an update on UPS. And UPS, I've talked about it, I think like 3 times already, like once in the previous 3 weeks. And my drawings are still on the charts. And it's pretty much following that same trend. I told you that it would either go straight down to 204, or it will bounce like this and then like start falling after the 18. All right, it only like bounced for 1 day and then immediately started falling like right in the middle. And I think it's going to continue. It's going to continue all the way here, all the way down to like 202 or 204 before we bounce. All right, this is the zone that is going to chill in for a while before we see some type of bounce. And if you look at the daily, that giant gap is still there. It's not quite filled yet. So just be patient. If you're shorting this thing, the puts should be printing. All right. And my thoughts and opinions are not changing with the stock, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these videos. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at NGumah and the PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.